What's going on, you chicken strips? This is Linux MLG. Of course, I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops on Raid. I tried to get standoff, but my PVR didn't record the video, so I have to reload it, and I didn't want to do it right now. I wanted to make this first part, yada yada yada, and I just went through that because I really don't want to talk about that because this is a lot of stuff to talk about. As you know, as you should know, August 14th was the global reveal of Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer, and so there's so much stuff. They've added in so much new things, and they even said it's more, or it's been the most changes to Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. So there's a lot to talk about. It could be 1 to 2 parts. I could even have 3, maybe 4. I don't know. But anyways, I have 5 post-it notes of stuff, and I don't know why I didn't just get a big notepad, whatever. And I know some of you might be thinking, am I going to talk about pub things, esports things? Well, esports is really it was only a little bit. So there, I don't know if it'll be in this part or next part where I'll talk about just the like 2 or 3 things they had about it, and the rest, is pretty much just multiplayer stuff. And it could affect competitive, and it could just and it affects pubs, of course. So there's no particular order that I wrote it down, just from when they were talking about it or when I remembered to write it down. So anyways, it looks like we're starting off with the loadout. But before I get into all this, I want to say, from observing the gameplay, it really looks a lot like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It just, the atmosphere, the obviously the graphics are better, but the sounds of some of the weapons, everything, I just feel like when I was watching it, I just felt like I was watching Call of Duty Modern Warfare with, maybe some Modern Warfare 3 gun sound, like the M4 was in there, I think. It sounded a lot like it, but this is, of course, for every one of you that hasn't seen it, or you just didn't get everything out of it. But here we go with the loadouts. Now, the customization of the player. This isn't a big thing. The only thing I sort of worry about, but I'm not too worried, is they have, jackets, helmets you can customize. There's 20,000 plus um custom customizable ways. I don't know if I said that the right way. Customizable ways of making your player. So there's a lot of things, but like jackets, some of the titles were, heavy, light. So I don't know if it's going to affect the way you run if you have a heavy jacket, if you're going to run quicker and, more, take more bullets. I don't know if, I really doubt it. I think it's just for, the way you look, the style of your player. But so yeah, so that shouldn't be worried about. There are 35 perks. 35. There's 7 sections, 5 perks each. Each perk is 1 to 5 points, and you can have 8 points filled up for your perks. So you could have 4 2 point perks. You could have 8 1 point perks. You can, have a 5 and a 3. It just it varies. It varies so much on in the many different ways that you can have it. And it's so crazy. Like, I don't know how that's gonna play, especially competitive. I don't know if the perks are very little things, like if they're each very specific things. So you know how dexterity, you're able to aim quicker after sprinting, as well as climb things quicker. So now maybe there's a dexterity section, and there's one for climbing faster, one for aiming in quicker after sprinting. I don't know if it's going to work out. I didn't really think the 10-point system was going to work out for Black Ops 2, but it ended up working out fine, balancing. Again, you know how competitive usually is. Everybody ends up pretty much sticking with the same perks, same guns, whatever. It's just always going to happen for Call of Duty, whether people like it or not. And but this is a lot, it seems a lot different. As far as the class loadout, now there's a budget loadout. So each thing are paid. I don't know if primaries are more than secondaries, if, whatnot. I don't know how that is. But there's a budget, and a certain budget you could use. They didn't say how much you can use. They didn't say what the variation of prices were, so I cannot give you that. I'm sure we'll learn more about all these things that I don't know, that other people don't know. And you might, I don't know, T. Martin might know. Go ahead and look at his channel and whatnot. So, the attachments, as well as score streaks, or point streaks actually, which is coming back from Modern Warfare 3, um, each of them are free. Both, all of the attachments, all point streaks are free. And next there is, let's see, the assault, support, and special streaks. Talking about point streaks, they're coming back. Each assault, support, and specialist. And they said that they're using more ground streaks, as in like the I don't remember exactly what it was called because I never used this. You know, the one score streak that was an MW3, you put it on the ground when someone came by it. It was like a bouncing Betty, just popped up and, blew up. So, they said they're using more of streaks sort of like that. I do not know if the support streaks still have some assault like type streaks in it. They did not clarify what kind of streaks will be an assault and whatnot. I imagine it's going to be the exact same, and which kind of sucks because no one wants a stealth bomber and support when someone can go 14-30 and they can get a stealth bomber. It's just something that no one wants, and I feel if they keep that in, it's gonna be bad news for them again. Hopefully they don't do that. They didn't clarify specifically on everything. But the good news is there's no more death streaks. There are no more death streaks, he said. I was kind of surprised because there wasn't as big as an applause. And so I don't know if that makes now, like, what I'm trying to say is I don't know if that makes them a little weary, like, oh, maybe they wanted streaks or death streaks, or maybe they didn't care, so maybe we shouldn't have done this. I think the audience should have been more alive there because that's a huge thing for them to take out, or the death streaks. That's huge. And so I'm kind of afraid that if they might have thought something, because it was kind of awkward up there. He was waiting for like a huge applause, but really only like 2 people applauded and whatnot. So, it's not something big to worry about. But when all these people are talking about please take out death streaks, I would imagine more people should have applauded for it and made them more comfortable with the fact that they did take away the death streaks. Alright, well, anyways, next is choosing the order of unlocking. So this is like you get to choose what guns, what perks, and whatnot you want to unlock first. So you'll be able to put it in a certain order, and then when you get the amount of money for it, or budget, like they did back in Black Ops, I'm imagining, then you're going to be able to unlock it. And so that's that, short and simple. Now I went over the 8 perks. New game mode. So I should go through this kind of quick. So the first one is Cranked. It's a TDM, but I'll tell you what it is. So I'll tell you more specifically what it is. It's a team deathmatch. When you get a kill, now you get a 30-second timer. As the timer starts ticking down, you start running faster. You start getting faster, like it's like lightweight, and you times 1, times 2. As it starts going down, you just start running faster. If the timer of 30 seconds blows up, or I mean hits zero hits zero and you don't get a kill in the 30 seconds, you just blow up. And so that's how that is. It's really nothing else to it. I'm not sure how I feel about after running out of time, you blow up, because you already, when you get a kill and the time starts ticking down, you start getting, faster reload, faster aim, faster running, like I said. And so do you really need to blow up when you hit 0 seconds? Really? No, it's kind of bogus, especially if people are camping, What if everyone's camping, no one on the other team has gotten a kill? They don't have to run around, and you have to try and find them. Either they kill you or you blow up. I see it as not happening, but, it can. Search and rescue. It's search and destroy with a mix of kill confirm. Now, when you kill an enemy, if your team picks it up, then the enemy is dead for that round. If the enemy team picks up their own tag after you killed them, they get revived and they continue playing. So that's all it is for the new search. And so let me go ahead and talk about some stuff that's shorter time because we're kind of running out. Now, as far as slide shot and jump shot, and you could look around walls. Now, instead of just jumping around walls, you could peek walls for people and peek over. When you slide shot, I think you could shoot as you're sliding too. So there's that, as well as you could shoot now while you're jumping over walls. I forgot what the hop is called, where you do the fancy one hand and jump over. It's the things you do to impress the girls, one-handed, jump on the fence, fly over with your 2 feet. But it looks like you can actually jump over quicker. So, I mean, not jump over quicker, I'm sorry, shoot while you're jumping over. I don't know where I got that in my head. But anyways, this video is coming to an end. There will be a second part, maybe even a third, but go ahead, look for that second part. It'll be in the description. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys later.